Sheila, right there.
I got one.
Good morning, everyone. We'll call this, October 13th meeting of the Momeyer Town Council to order. All members are present. I'd like to welcome all those in attendance. Full room again, like I said, that's what I like to hear or see. We will move on to the consent agenda, which includes approval of the September 8th minutes, approval of the September 17th special session minutes, finance reports, and budget amendment number 2.
Make a motion we accept consent agenda.
Second.
Any further discussion? All in favor of accepting the consent agenda, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Consent agenda is approved. Any public comment, Sheila?
Yes, Larry Weaver would like to speak.
Okay.
I would like to make a comment on what was published in the paper for the last meeting. When it was brought up about Mayor Thunderbird brought up the Light Up Momeyer. And I was saying that Light Up Momeyer was a one-time deal. I was referring to the committee. We were under the impression as a committee being a one-time deal. I wasn't talking about the events, I was talking about the committee. So I just wanted that to be clear.
Okay.
Yeah, because as a committee, you know, we would have to get together and decide and approve by the town
I
council.
meant committee, but, you know, I assumed you were speaking for the committee, but I could have clarified.
Yeah, but the way it was like.
My bad.
I just wanted that to be clear.
Okay.
As a committee, that's what we thought.
Okay.
And letters were sent out, so I did receive a letter, so, all that is correct. I just wanted that to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else, Sheila?
No, sir.
Mr. Jackson with a fire report.
I do. All right, for last month, they had 5 fire calls for the Momeyer. Mutual aid, they had 14 different calls for other departments. They had 10 rescue calls. And first responder calls, they had 11. So they had a total of 40. And as of 1/1/20 to 12/31/2020, they had 328 calls during that time. And for 24 so far, or the year of 2024, they had 447 calls that year, that calendar year. And all the equipment's up and running. As far as I know, Colleen may have something to add. But other than that, that's all I got. Unless y'all got any questions.
Thank you. I got a note, Martha did the audit Friday.
I did audit, and the COG meets on the 21st this month. I think it might be the last meeting of the year, so, but I'll let y'all know.
Are there any other council reports?
Yeah, I've got LP quote for the LP gas for the next year. Well, it's from April to April. Ends in April of 26 is $199.9, same thing it was last year.
Any others?
And that's through, yeah, that's
Through
different.
same.
Can we usually make a motion when you said that before?
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Make the motion.
Yeah, I'll make that a motion to continue
And
it
second
down.
it, sure.
our current gas service at the same rate as last year. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries.
Who seconded it?
I did.
Okay. Thank you.
Mhm.
Mr. Mayor, I have just a comment, please.
Okay.
I've just written it down here so I won't get off track. I would like to apologize for missing last month's meeting. I did read the minutes from the last meeting and would like to thank you for passing a motion to continue the process of finalizing the contract with GFL. My hope is that our citizens will enjoy and appreciate the service that GFL provides. We have elderly people with limited access to transportation, and there's trash that's inappropriate to transport in a car. I think this service will be beneficial to many, and thank you again for getting that done. I would also like to make a public statement in support of our mayor. Once our former mayor, Kenneth Parker, made the decision not to run for re-election, there was an opportunity for anyone who desired the position to complete the necessary process to be on the ballot. When election time came, Will Funderburg was elected as mayor of Momeyer. From where I sit, it seems Mr. Funderburg has done his best to learn the requirements for the position of mayor. I believe he has studied statutes and ordinance in an effort to guide the town of Momeyer in an appropriate manner. He has tried to make himself available to citizens, even to the point of having regular office hours, and is open to appointments outside of those hours. It is my desire that we, the mayor, the town council, planning board, determine to work together in a professional, peaceful, and constructive way to conduct the business of the town of Momeyer. I do not enjoy serving in a culture of divisiveness. The mindset will not provide our town with the best opportunity for success. Therefore, I challenge each of us to work together, moving forward with forgiveness of hurt feelings and to serve in a spirit of cohesiveness for the betterment of our town. Thank you.
Thank you, Rich. Ryan Edwards is here with a planning board update.
So at our last meeting, we reviewed our minutes from our last meeting. We decided to table those, approving those minutes because we needed, it was brought to our attention that the e-modules that we're watching from the North Carolina School of Government, they've been recorded in our minutes, plus they've also been put on the YouTube video. Sheila needed to check with the School of Government to see if it was any kind of infringement on copyright issue there. So Sheila's been, we're going to check on that. If everything works out good, next meeting we'll go back and review those minutes and approve them. Second item of business that we did was the planning board rescinded the motion relating to the permit for Mrs. Fryer. Due to there being no permit, the zoning administrator offered is to advise Mrs. Fryer that the town of Momeyer ordinance does not allow secondary structures to be built until the primary structure is constructed. Mrs. Fryer's next option is to apply in writing for a variance. If a variance is requested, it would go to the Board of Adjustment for an evidentiary hearing. Mrs. Fryer would have to present evidence of any unnecessary hardship that the ordinance creates for her. I also reached out to Joshua Hollis with the Mid-East Commission to just get an update on how his rough draft was coming for the ordinance update. He advised me that he was close to finishing, that he could have the draft over to the town clerk today, 10/13/25. That would give Sheila enough time to get it printed and mailed out to all of us, and we would be able to start reviewing it at our next meeting, October 28, 2025 at 7 p.m. Joshua Hollis said he would even be able to attend that meeting, so I'm gonna follow up with him today and see if he's still available. One, see if he's got the rough draft done and see if he's available to still attend. That's all I have.
Sheila, did we have any new correspondence?
Yes, sir.
We'll move on to our new business. Momeyer Outreach, as LaRue said, the letters were sent out. We did have, one member, if you remember last year, left the committee mid-year, and then one other has determined not to serve again this year. Sheila's actually talked to a couple of folks that
I've got
bounce in
some,
front of the council too.
I've got some update on input on that. I think Jordan's name came up at some point. She said she just would decline, she would help any way she could, but she didn't feel it was a good time for her to be on the committee.
That was one of the two.
I think Taryn's name is on there, and I think personally that would be a good choice.
Yeah.
And frankly, I think there would be enough, but sometimes too many is too many.
That would make how many? 5?
But that would be dropping one seat from the original group. And I'll make a motion, we accept Taryn to be on the committee.
Second.
Any more discussion? All in favor of adding Taryn Edwards to the Momeyer Outreach Committee, say aye.
I,
Any opposed?
And like I said, Jordan said she would help any way she could, support it. She has a lot of areas that she could help in, but she didn't feel that she's got a lot going on right now.
But doesn't have the time to commit to
Right.
every week or every 2 weeks or whatever they end up doing, yeah.
But she would support it.
That's fair. I'm sure LaRue can agree, it's a lot. Getting together that often and building something from scratch like they did, so.
they did a good job though.
They did. They did.
Yeah, they did.
Next on here, we have town seal update.
I reached out a couple of other times, and expressed concern at this point. They said they had reached out to a couple of other vendors to actually do the project, and they were turned down. Just everybody said they didn't have time to do it. But we're in the process. It's disappointing, but that's what I have to share. I will continue to pursue, to resolve the resolution to the issue.
It's good that those folks are so busy because some businesses aren't.
Right.
So that's really good
Yeah.
that they can't handle it right now, so.
Anyway, I thought they were kind of messing with us, but now I believe they actually. But we're in the mix. But.
It was immediate. Next on the agenda, we have the adoption of the town waste ordinance. You all have a copy. Purpose of this, as it's written on it, it's got what you have on it, it's just a single sheet.
It's got purple.
Oh, okay.
Just
Doesn't match.
grab a tab when I get to it, y'all. I'll color code it next time.
I'll find it.
The purpose is to establish rules and procedures for the collection, disposal, and management of solid waste within town with the intention of protecting public health, safety, and the environment. It goes on to you see, it's relatively short and sweet, but it goes on to talk about GFL being our contracted people at this time.
Mayor, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
I was just wondering if it would be beneficial to give some examples of hazardous waste. And why I'm asking this is because I don't know, I mean, I understand from your being this old that people tend to just dump gas, when it goes bad and anywhere. And it's hard to find a way to get rid of that appropriately. And I just wondered if it would be to the town's environmental benefit to spell out what is hazardous waste.
Any good stuff like poison, spray.
Well, I know
stuff
that,
like
but I just wondered, for purposes
Just
of
have to give examples.
clarification.
So somebody might-
Yeah, just because people do dump stuff and don't think about it.
Right.
Just a thought.
Well, if you start making a list, then if something's not on the list, somebody could interpret that as, oh, well, I guess you
Oh,
can
that's
just dump
true.
this out.
Oh,
I'm just saying, that's the negative thing
Yeah.
about making
You're
a
right.
Itemized list.
Yeah. But I think most people know.
okay,
I could be wrong, Nancy, but I think most people know what you consider.
okay.
Like batteries, they have a place at the thing for you to put batteries in. They have a place for oil, cooking oil, I think it is, at the, motor oil, cooking oil, stuff like that. They
I
have,
guarantee you though, everybody's guilty of
Oh,
putting
yeah.
batteries in trash cans.
you're right.
I mean,
But I'm-
like flashlight batteries.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, But,
That and the state statute listing what hazardous waste is probably 40 pages long.
Oh, dang. Okay, never mind.
There's also a federal statute. Now, it
Right,
wouldn't, to your point, over where it's defined, up in section 2, it may not be a bad idea to say as defined by North statute.
right, yeah.
But yeah, it's like wet paint's hazardous, dry paint's not.
Right, yeah. I
So
know.
it's very
Yeah.
detailed.
So you want to put as defined in the state statutes, put the state statute in
That's my suggestion. I'm putting that in front of you.
Yeah, that sounds good, Sheila.
Well, I'll put that, I think that's a good addition. I'll put that in the form of a motion that we would, as a point of clarification, would add that to the hazardous waste, in section 2 of the ordinance.
I second that.
Just for clarification, Richard, that's just to add that clarification to the ordinance, not to pass the ordinance yet. Correct?
Well,
Or,
I can amend it to with that addition, I also move that we make a motion that we accept this, town waste ordinance in its totality.
And I second it.
Any further discussion there? All in favor of passing the Town of Momeyer Town Waste Ordinance as is, with the exception of section 2, adding the words per North Carolina statute to the hazardous waste definition, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Last thing we have on the list for new business is circling back around to the capital funds discussion. Obviously, we've had our sticker shock with some of the possibilities of things we can use it for, so we need to kind of go into what the next direction to explore. It has been mentioned several times, in fact, last time we were talking about it, is possibly a spot to do a park in town hall in the same block of property. So I don't know if that means we all be looking around the property or what, but that's a undertaking as well.
I don't know where we're ready for that, but that would be a great goal to shoot for, in my opinion, to buy some property. But backing up a little bit on supporting the fire department, that's in the process, it's not been dropped, they're working on their end of it. I'll keep you updated on that.
And it's also an option to just leave it at that right
I have a
now.
question
Yes, sir.
for the council, if I may. We've had a contract with the fire department in the past. Have we ever had a contract with the sheriff's department as far as covering the police, law enforcement?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, just a question I had.
I mean, I guess technically you'd say they fall under, everywhere in the county falls under them, really.
Correct.
But we have had issues that we complained about the speed. And we put up signs for that, we put up flashing signs for that. And in the past, we've had some highway patrol come in and work the area, but it was sort of short-lived.
Do you think we could have
Ma'am,
do you think we could have something with the,
Well, what it is now is covered under state statute.
I don't know,
as a
that's-
service
I don't,
provided by the county.
So it's
So my county
considered a
representative
service
might-
to the town, is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
do you know if any other town
The
soon
only thing had a problem with
has a
was-
contract with
Red Oak,
sheriff department?
Red Oak does,
Red Oak does.
they hire them, part-time.
Do you have any details how that works, or
I
they just have a contract as
can put you in connection with the mayor.
to police the service area?
But they pay for that. Red Oak does.
Right.
And I guess they keep somebody in that local area.
Within certain hours.
Right.
Is that do you know if that's mostly for school times? It's not.
Well, the school system pays for the one on duty at the schools, correct,
The SROs.
ma'am?
The SROs, the school resource officers.
So the actual school budget pays for that?
That's the sheriff's department. They're sheriff's department employees.
They just eat that? I mean, they don't.
No, they have a contract with them, for sure.
Alright, but the county does pay for part of that.
We'll reach out to Red Oak, see what looks like.
Of course, their population's a lot larger.
What we do have, I've seen at different times, the sheriff's department parked in the old gas gas and oil. So they are keeping an eye on things around here. Might be for a certain reason, but they are keeping an eye on things.
Well, they stay up here at the church a lot.
Right.
They go in the back of the subdivision and do their paperwork, so, which they are more than welcome to stay all the time.
I've seen them at their place at church.
They stay up here at the church a lot.
Mhm.
The church
I do know
behind
the part of
Yeah.
the time that they're
Yeah,
in front of where Momeyer Grill is, that they're looking for somebody
Well,
particular.
yeah, that's what I think sometimes. And sometimes they just, one day I was out and I waved at the sheriff when he came, when deputy, he stopped. He said, "Are you?" I said, "No, I just wanted to tell you I appreciate what y'all were doing." He said, "Thank you, Dan." But at least he stopped and asked me, was I okay? And I was, you know. But,
The day I saw him up there, later I saw where they had stopped somebody.
mhm, yeah.
It has to be pretty bad for sheriff's department to stop.
But I tell you something.
They come through here fast.
They do. And I mean, I'll go to the mailbox and I'll have to wait. And sometimes it's 5 or 6 cars that go through before I can go back
I know.
across.
I do too.
Your driveway and Colene's driveway is terrible anyway.
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm real careful as I go see her.
And I'm in the curve, so I can't
Right.
see that far.
And fortunately, we can go out and go in front of the warehouse, so that helps us a whole lot, you know, so we don't have to back out or drive out of our driveway, so that makes it a whole lot better, so.
That's all we had for new business, unless anybody else has anything.
Make a motion, we adjourn.
I'll second it.
Any more discussion? All in favor of adjournment, say aye. Any opposed? Meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.
Mr. Richard.